to the cruise like connect the dots. Not just urban, she liked the pop, cause she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what, baby move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what, all night long. Let me.
So anyway, Sunday, day 14, Ellie wakes up. She's got vomit all over her bed because, I mean, it looks gross. It's like red vomit. It looks like diarrhea, to be honest. It's disgusting. Because the day before, I didn't even talk about it because the showmance with her in Lowton or lack thereof is like so boring to me. I don't even want to talk about it. So anyway, she got really drunk the night before and was all flirting with Lowton. And Lowton was like, oh my God, go away. I don't like you like that, blah, blah, blah. So she gets drunk. She wakes up. She's got vomit all over her covers, all over her blankets. Like, it's like leaked through to the mattress. Disgusting. I don't know how she's going to clean that up. I don't even know how she slept in that. I mean, the bedroom had to have been stinking. I mean, that's disgusting. It's hot, summertime. You got vomit all on the bed covers. That's disgusting. That's gross. So then we see a clip of Raph and Charlotte, and they are in the living room. They're discussing dick size. Too big, too small. And Raph is like, I can't handle too big. And Charlotte's like, me neither. He's like, yeah, it hurts or something like that. So, is Raph a bottom? Is that confirmed? Do we have confirmation on Raph admitting that he's a bottom? Secret mission. We get to the secret mission of the day, and it's with Chanel and Kieran. And basically what they have to do is they have to hide gnomes. Big Brother is like sneaking in these like garden gnome things, and they have to go around and hide them. But that's not the real task. The real task is that the other housemates are in on it, and they have to find their hidden gnomes and put them back into the diary room. Kieran gives Joe a lap dance, and then a little bit later, this is where shit kind of pops off. Tom, Rebecca, Charlotte, and Joe are in the smoking area, and Tom is kind of making conversation, and he goes up to Joe, and he's like, who, in your opinion, is like 100% real? Who's the most truthful? And Joe's like, me, I am. And then Rebecca's like, yeah, I agree that you are the 100 most percent truthful. To Joe, Rebecca says that to Joe. And then Rebecca says to Joe, yeah, I know you don't like me. And then Joe's like, it's not that I don't like you, it's just that I find you irritating. You irritate me. The way you talk, the way you smile, it irritates me. She's like, okay. And she's like, you're nasty. And she kind of gets up and she walks away or whatever. And that's kind of the end of that. But of course, she goes in the house and she's bitching to everyone. Joe's nasty. He just said that my smile was irritating and blah, 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 blah. So she's bitching to all the housemates, but it's like no one's really like, it's not a big deal yet. And she comes back outside a little bit later. I think she like does her hair. She brushes her hair and puts on a little bit of makeup or something because she looks a little bit better. And she comes back outside and they're still in the smoking area, but except Kieran has come outside now. And Joe's like, hey, I know you're mad at me because of just what I just said. And she's like, I'm not mad, but what if someone has said that to you about your daughter? And he fucking does not like that. So he stands up, he like walks over to her. He's not going to do anything to her. He's just like, they were far away, and I think he really wanted her to hear what he was about to say. So he stands up and he walks over to her, and she's like, back away from me. Like, all loud and ignorant. Like, girl, what do you think he's gonna fucking swing on you? Like, girl. So, she starts standing up, and she really took that, what if it was your daughter line, and she really went with it. She really thought she was, like, making a point, because she kept saying that shit over again. What if it was your daughter? What if someone has said that to your daughter? What if it was your daughter? What do you talk to? She was like, swore she was like making this profound statement. This is a lighter, by the way. So yeah, they get in a big fight, Joe and Rebecca. And then Kieran is like, well, you kind of deserved it, Rebecca. Like, you brought up his daughter, and he gets up and walks away, and then she gets even more mad, and she's like, how dare you defend him? Like, you're supposed to be my friend. After what he said to me, how can you say that? And she gets so mad, and like, so mad, really loud, really annoying. Meanwhile, Joe was just like, of course they make up because she's in love with Kieran, and that was basically the end of that. Monday, the next day, are nominations. How convenient. There was just a big fight. Now it's time to do nominations. I wonder who Rebecca's going to put up, and I wonder who Joe's going to put up. What a surprise. So Raph nominates Tom and Joe. He nominates Tom because he said he is like a camera. He's seeking the camera too much or something. And Joe because he doesn't like Joe. Joe nominates Rebecca and Charlotte. Charlotte's too quiet for Joe. And Rebecca because of the obvious altercation last night. Ellie nominates Joe and Rebecca. Charlotte nominates Joe and Chanel. Deborah nominates Joe and Tom. Kieran nominates Joe and Chanel. Rebecca nominates Joe and Hannah. Hannah nominates Joe and Rebecca. Lotte nominates Hannah and Chanel. Tom nominates Rebecca and Hannah. And Chanel nominates Joe and Rebecca. Deborah received no nominations. Lotte, Kieran, and Raph are all safe from eviction this week, so they could not be nominated. So the results were Joe had 8 nominations, Rebecca had 5 nominations, Chanel had 3 nominations, and Hannah had 3 nominations. Those 4 will be up for eviction this week, and Tom received 2 nominations. He will not be up, and Charlotte received 1 nomination, and she will not be up either. So Joe, Rebecca, Chanel, and Hannah are all up. But let me get more into Monday. Okay, so they're all sitting around a little bit, the popular clique, and Tom asked Lotan if he's ever farted and like bent over and looked in the mirror to see like the fart or to see what happens to your butthole when you fart. I think that's what he was kind of implying. And Lotan's like, no, I never did no shit like that. That's weird. And then Rebecca's laughing. She's out there too. And they're kind of joking around. They're like, bitch, you probably done some nastier shit than that, you little nasty freak. She's like, and someone gets to it and they're like, so like, have you ever had like a golden shower? Have you ever peed on anyone? And she's kind of mum about it. She's like being real quiet. But then she's like, she admits it, I guess, that she has peed on someone. And she's like, you know, some people are into it. It's not my thing, but if they're into it, I'll do it to them or whatever. And they're like, well, that's really weird. Like really judging her and shit. And then she points to Kieran. And Tom's like, what? Like, you peed on Kieran? Like, Kieran's into water sports? Like, into golden showers like that? She's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's not what she said, but, like, she really was implying that Kieran was the one either that she peed on or that Kieran is into being peed on. I think she has peed on Kieran. Like, I think that's the thing. I think that's the running joke. And Kieran comes outside and he doesn't deny it. He's just laughing. So Kieran's into golden showers, just like Donald Trump. Hannah is singing too aggressively. I don't know why I wrote that down. Oh, because you know, Hannah and Deborah just had that whole thing with them being called aggressive. They didn't like being called aggressive. And then Trisha goes on bots and she's like, Hannah sings really aggressively. She said it like 1,000 times. She uses her aggressiveness through her singing or whatever. So Tom, again, breaks the rules. Well, I guess technically he didn't break the rules because he didn't get in trouble, but again, Tom is talking about fucking nominations. Again. This time he's talking to nominations to Lotan. And he's like, so Lotan, like, who are you going to put up this week for nomination? This is before they had done their nomination. He's like, I don't know. I know one person who I'm going to put up, Hannah. I gotta walk around the house and see the other person who I'm gonna put up, I guess. And then he goes, oh wait, actually no, I know who it is. I don't have to walk around. And then Tom's like, I think I know who you're gonna put up. Probably the same people that I'm gonna put up. And they laugh and they do like a little fist bump thing. I'm like, that's fucking cheating. And they didn't get called out for it, but I guess it was because it was nominations day. I don't know why, but they didn't get called out for it. Tom loves to fucking talk about some nominations, don't he? Oh my god. We see Deborah is in the kitchen with Charlotte, like a couple other people. And they're like, so have you ever had your fanny pierced? She's like, I can't say on camera. Then they kind of laugh about it. And then Charlotte's like, for real though, have you ever had your clit pierced? She's like, yeah, 4 times. This bitch has had her clit pierced 4 What? First of all, I never would have expected that from Deborah. Second of all, ouch. 4. How is there even room left on your clit to get it pierced? Like, you get it done once, and then I guess you take it out for whatever reason. You can't pierce it again in the same spot. So you have to get it pierced somewhere else a second time. Then you take it out again and let it, I guess it closes up and heals. So you get it done a third time. Again, you cannot get it done in the previous two spots. And then she took that out, let that heal. Then she did it again. How do you, what? Girl, just keep the shit in. Stop taking it out. So I thought that was interesting. She has her vagina pierced 4 times over. And then later on, after nominations, Chanel gets up and she gathers the housemates around, and she's a little bit drunk, and she's like giving this really sloppy but really funny motivational speech to all the housemates because like Chanel's up for eviction, and she's trying to play it off as if she's like not bothered. And she's like, "We have to get the negative away and bring in the positivity or some shit." I was like, "Chanel, girl, sit down." But anyway, Hannah and Kieran are talking. Then Tom comes out. Oh my god, my fucking neighbor is going to get murdered. Because he's getting on my fucking nerves. Kieran and Hannah are talking about nominations or talking about the, like, they're just talking. And then Tom comes up, little fucking Bilbo Baggins, fucking Tom walks up, and he's just standing there. And Hannah's like, Kieran and I are, like, having a proper conversation. Can you, like, not be here right now? And Tom's like, no, I'm gonna stand here. And he's just fucking being annoying and pestering. And he's like, if you would have asked me nicer, I would move. She did ask you nice. Hannah has not raised her voice one time in this fucking house, except when she was singing aggressively. She doesn't yell at people. And he's like, if you would have asked me nicely, I would. She did ask you fucking nicely. Anyway, so then Hannah walks over to the clique, which is like Tom, Lowton, Ellie, that girl Rebecca, Kieran, and maybe one other person is the clique. She walks over to the clique, and Lowton is like, I don't need a conversation right now. Like, so fucking rude and dismissive to Hannah. Like, all she did was walk over. Lowton's racist. Just saying it. Lowton's a fucking racist asshole. I can't stand him. So, yeah, Hannah walks over, and Lowton's like, I don't need a conversation right now. Bitch, she ain't coming to talk to you any fucking way. She's coming to talk to Tom, so fuck the fuck off. She's coming to talk to fucking Tom, bitch. And she says to Tom, I don't care if you want to listen on me and Kieran's private conversation. You can do what you fucking want to do. You a grown-ass man. You can listen if you want. But I'm just letting you know you're being nosy if you do that. That's all. And she walks away. And then Tom says some little slick shit. Oh, you just want a camera time. You're just looking for camera time right now, aren't you? And she's like, whatever, little man. Ooh, ooh. Oh, no, she says, whatever, extra small. He takes a sip of his beer. Boy, he was heated. He was mad when she said that, boy. He did not like that. He got mad. He was like, extra small? How she can't comment on my appearance. That's like offensive or whatever. I love when they throw out these terms like that's offensive, hoping that Big Brother is gonna like punish the person. But Big Brother is like, no, it ain't. That's in the guideline. That ain't breaking the rules, honey. Big Brother don't do shit. So he goes up to the diary room, Oh, wait, before he does that, he's still outside drinking the beer all salty, and he slams the beer down on the table. I'm like, but Hannah is the aggressive one. But he's slamming beer bottles on the table. That shit could have broken. He could have got everyone cut. That could have injured people. Anyway, so he walks in the house all mad. Hannah's sitting there laughing and like teasing him like, haha, you're nobody, extra small, you a little ass man, blah, blah, blah. He's all walking up the stairs like wobbling like a little short penguin that he is. And he gets to the diary room, and he's just basically like, I don't even know what the fuck he says, but Big Brother is like, whatever. Hannah didn't break no rules, so stop crying, you little piece of shit. Then the clique and Raph is not part of the clique. The clique and Raph are outside smoking a cigarette. And they're all making comments about the nominated people and how, like, they're crying to each other and sad because, they're up for a nomination. Of course they're fucking sad and salty and upset. No shit, y'all put them up. And they're out there like, I don't understand why they're so mad. Because y'all just put them up for fucking a nomination. Or before eviction. That's why they're mad. You fucking dumb piece of shit. Next week when your asses are up, y'all gonna be doing the same thing. And then, that's what they're talking about, basically. And Raph, like, stands up and he walks out from that conversation. He goes in the house and he fucking snitches. He's like, yeah, they're talking about you, Hannah. And then Chanel comes in and she's like, what they say, and he tells them what they said, and then she runs out there, and then Ralph's like, no, please, if you love me, like, don't. He's such a bitch. Oh my god. Trying to cover his ass, right? And Chanel's, despite her motivational speech that she had given a few hours earlier, she is mad. And she's like, you know what? If I'm going home on Friday, I'm gonna fuck up this house. I'm gonna fuck shit up. So she like starts playing with eggs, and this is the beginning of Eggate 2017. So Chanel, she takes the egg, throws it on the ground. Nobody sees her. I thought I just wrote on myself. Nobody sees her do it. And a little bit later, Rebecca goes in, and she's like, someone has smashed an egg on the kitchen floor to the people outside. And Ellie's like, you're yoking me. And I just started laughing. I thought that was funny. Go, Ellie. Good job for the pun. Good job, good job, good job. Nobody can figure out who put the egg on the ground, who threw the egg. Like, no one can figure this shit out. Nobody can figure out. It was Chanel. So, the next day, Tuesday, day 16. Housemates are gathered in the living... No. It's in the mornings, and Big Brother... Oh, yeah, housemates are gathered in the living area. And, because Big Brother has summoned them to discuss the egg situation, the food situation, who's messing with the eggs. So Big Brother is like, if any housemate has tampered with the fucking food, please go put the tampered food like in the trash can in the storage room. There's like a special trash can. Nobody stands up, and everyone's just kind of looking at each other like, so who's gonna like admit to the fucking up the food? Raph stands up and he walks in, with a little smirk on his face. And Lotan's like, are you fucking with the food? And Raph's like, no, I just, all the other egg stuff wasn't me. And Lotan's like, that's not what I asked. Did you fuck with the food? And he's like, well, I just put an egg over the butter. He cracked an egg and put it on the butter thing, the tub of butter. So that's what Raph goes in and he throws away. And nobody really seems to say anything except for Joe. Joe's like, I told you, this guy right here, he's sneaky. I told you right here. And Raph's just like super sad looking, right? Chanel doesn't admit to her egg doings. She does not admit to her egg doings. And I think that's what Big Brother... I don't know what Big Brother wanted. I don't know what they wanted to happen right there. I think they wanted Chanel to admit to it. But at the same time, I think they didn't want to throw Raph under the bus. So they were like, okay, we'll give them an opportunity to come clean about it so that we're not just like... Because the Big Brother, they love Raph, okay? They fucking love Raph. Every time Raph goes in the diary room, they're always like, oh, hey, Raph. The Big Brother, whoever Big Brother is at that time, they're always like, oh, hey, Raph. Hey, Raph, how are you? Oh, my... Raph. Oh, hey, Raph. They're always so fucking nice to Raph in the diary room. I'm like... So, yeah, I don't think they wanted to throw him under the bus. I think they wanted to give him and Chanel an opportunity to come clean, but Chanel didn't come clean. Chanel sat there like... So then later, Raph goes up to Joe, and he's like, what did you mean earlier when I went and threw away the butter that I fucked up, when you said that y'all need to watch out for me, that I'm slippery or whatever? And he's like, well, that's what I meant. I meant that you're slippery. And Raph's like, what do you mean by that? What? You know what the fuck he means. He means you're a little fucking snake in the fucking grass. That's what he fucking means. And you know what he fucking means. You watch the show. You've seen every season. You know what he means. So we cut to the kitchen, and Lotan's like, I'm going to boil all these eggs. Yo, dumbass. Lotan's like, I'm going to boil all these eggs. That way, nobody can mess with them. You can't break them on the ground. And I'm like, that ain't going to stop nobody. You can still throw them on the ground. They're not indestructible because you boil them. They're not made out of adamantium fucking Wolverine claw metal material. They still can be broken. But I think what he meant was like, if I boil all these eggs, if someone wants to break them on the ground, it'll be less messy. It'll be like not yolk everywhere. It'll be like just crumbs, a hard-boiled egg. And then Lotan bucks on Chanel. What did he say to Chanel? Why did I write that? I remember now. Lotan is cleaning up an egg. A boiled egg. I can't remember who put it there. I think he was like trying to make an example. I think he was the one who put it there. He was trying to make an example. Like, see, this is so much easier to clean up than a wet egg. And so he's cleaning it up, and Chanel's just like looking at him, just like looking at him cleaning, not just looking at him. And he goes, "Can you stay any fucking harder?" Oh, hell fucking no. He would, oh my god, if he would have said that shit to me, "Can you stare any harder?" I'd be like, "Yes, actually, I can." I would have got up in his fucking face and just, I can fucking stare harder, bitch. Try me. I can always stare fucking harder. I don't know why he bucked, but Lowton, I did not like that. I really didn't fucking like, I really wasn't fucking with that. So then a little bit later, we get to the task of the day, which is a game called Pick Me. Big Brother has invented a game called Pick Me, which is basically the dating game. If you've never seen the dating game, it's basically, the setup is like this, and you've got three bachelor or bachelorettes on one side, and you have three, like, of the people who are going to pick you, the three judges, I guess you can say, on the other side. And they going to ask each of them a question, and basically whoever questions they like the most win. But in this case, out of those three, they're picking two of them to come in the house. And when Big Brother said this out loud, they did not cut to the house reaction. Did the other house know? Like, I wanted to see their, like, if they had said, "Oh, you guys are getting two brand new housemates," I wanted to see the other house. I wanted to see their reaction. They made it seem like they had already known about this whole thing the whole time, and I was like, that doesn't seem genuine. That don't seem genuine to me. So that whole, and it just seemed, it was so weird. There was like no leading up to it. There was no, I mean, this is a big deal. Two new housemates are coming in the house, and they just acted like it was so, like, nothing. I was like, it was weird. It was weird. So anyway, the game was cute. They had two blonde girls and one blonde guy, all under the age of 30. Like, I think the oldest one was 26, and everyone else was younger. I mean, very, very, how can I say this? Very MTV UK casting. Okay, very white, very blonde, very pretty. I mean, you can use that word loosely, I guess, but you know, thin, white, blonde, young, blue-eyed people. That's who it was. Their names were, Sam was the boy. One girl, Savannah, is like a blonde Irish girl, and then the other girl, Isabel, is a blonde girl from England. All, you know, nice. None of them seemed like assholes or nothing like that. So they asked them questions. Who made these questions? Did Big Brother make these questions, or did Lowton, Chanel, and Kieran? Who are the people who are going to be determining who they want in the house? I didn't say that. Those are the three. Kieran, Lowton, and Kieran. Kieran, Lowton, and Chanel. Did they write these questions, or did Big Brother make these questions? I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I know it was Big Brother because Kieran and Lowton don't have any fucking brains. The potential housemates, they all introduce themselves. Sam says who he is. Isabel says who he is. And then when Isabel says who he is, Kieran's like, literally freaks out, has a fucking stroke. He's like, "I know her. I fucked her. I fucked her before." He didn't say that, but they fucked before. And the other person, Savannah, they hear her voice. The boys, they're just like, "Oh," because she's Irish. They're like, "Oh." They're ready to marry this bitch just from her voice. I mean, they're in love. They hear her name. They're like, "Oh, oh my God." Long story short, they don't pick the guy. Chanel wanted the guy. The whole house is saying, because the house is watching this happen, even though they're not there, they're watching it on the TV. They're like, I think they should pick a guy and a girl. They should pick Sam and one of the girls. But of course, Kieran and Lowton outnumber Chanel, and Chanel wants the guy, but Kieran and Lowton, they both want the girl because the guy is competition to them. So they pick the two girls, Savannah and Savannah and Isabel come in the house, and yeah, 5 seconds after these girls walk in the house, the new girls walk in the house, the boys, they don't know what to fucking do. They lose their minds. All of the boys, everyone except Raph, because he's gay, lose their fucking minds. Tom jumps up on the fucking centerpiece couch table thing. He's like, hey, I have something to ask you guys. And then Joe's like, yeah, we have something to. Like, everyone is just losing their minds. Kieran and Lotan are walking on a fucking. They're giving each other a piggyback. I'm like, y'all act like y'all have never seen girls before. They are acting brand new, honey. Brand new. Just because these two girls walked in this house. They are acting so brand new. I'm like, y'all are some fucking. When y'all watch this back, y'all are going to be like, oh my God, I cannot believe I acted like that because of these two girls. It was clear. They were just showing out for these two girls. It was ridiculous. Rebecca walks in the kitchen. She slips on an egg. Isabel's tan is like the topic of conversation. All anybody wants to talk about with Isabel is this bitch's tan. Oh, she's so tan. She uses so much tan. I've never seen tan like that before. She's like a different shade of tan. They talked about her tan for like the next half of the show that went on, like sporadically. Like every group was like talking about her tan. I was like, if y'all only brought this girl in the house to talk about her motherfucking tan, I'm gonna be so mad. I don't care how fucking fake or how orange she looks. I really fucking don't. Because if we're gonna be honest, Joe, Ellie, Kieran, Lotan, Rebecca, they all look fucking ridiculous with that fake tan bullshit. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if it's real. They all look fucking too tan. It don't look good on any of them. On any of them. So how can they have the fucking nerve to talk about this girl's Isabel's tan? And by the way, she's doing it the safe way by not laying out in the sun and getting fucking skin cancer because the ozone layer is fucking thin and global climate change is a real fucking thing. She's doing it the safe way, and then y'all are talking about how, man, all y'all look fucking orange as fuck and fucking fake with some tan on. I don't want to hear shit. Get the fuck off. Piss me off. That shit pissed me off. Y'all all look dumb as fuck with that fucking fake tan, okay? Don't talk shit about her for three. Why'd y'all bring her in the house? So y'all can just talk about how fucking fake tan she is? And if she gets put up for fucking eviction next week, because why? Because she has fake fucking tan? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want to hear about her fake tan no more. I'm done. Wednesday, day 17. It's a surprise eviction. Kieran is in love with Savannah, but so is Lotan, and so is Joe, really. But Joe's married, so, like, he has to, like, you know, be careful about his vocabulary. But Kieran's, like, so in love with this bitch, Savannah, but I think Lotan's even more in love with her. I mean, he will not... Every time we see Lotan, he is right next to her. Oh, you're so small. You're so little. Oh, my God, you're so little. You're so small. Whoa, you so... Are you standing up? Oh, you are? Wow, I couldn't tell because you're so little. Oh, look how little your feet are. Oh, my God, these little patterns on your shoes. Oh, my God, it's so cute. You're so little. Are you a fucking pedophile? If you want a little fucking girl, go to the fucking playground and snatch one up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're just doing all that relationship-y talk. I'm over it. I'm not here for a showman. Said it before. I'll say it again. So I'm just going to breeze over that stuff. Ellie is mad. She's salty. I feel bad for her. I really do. I felt bad for her before, but now I really fucking feel bad for her. The guy, Sam, who was one of the potential housemates, was like, yeah, I fancy Ellie. Her face lit up. It was like, oh my God. But nope. Lotan was like, nope. A, I don't want you coming in here and having my leftover Ellie. And two, you're a competition because you're big and good looking. So we get to the task for Wednesday, and it's called the Den of Dilemma. And basically what they have to do is housemates will, like, one at a time go into a room and have to make a decision. The first person to go is Kieran. And Kieran has to choose between Isabel or Savannah to go on a date with. He's like, well, I already fucked Isabel, so let me go on a date with Savannah. That's not what he says, but, like, you know, without the bullshit, that's what he says. But the twist is whoever he doesn't choose has to be the waiter for the date. So Isabel, since he did not choose Isabel, has to be the waiter for his and Savannah's date. While they're on the date, you know, it's awkward date. They don't really know each other. Someone gets the idea that, oh, you know what, Kieran probably needs some suntan lotion on him because they're outside. So he takes off his shirt. Isabel walks over and just squirts the whole bottle of sunscreen all over him. I was like, yes, queen, living for it. If she's just there, if she's going to be there to fuck up all the boys' time, I'm there for it. Like, antagonize Tom, antagonize Lotan, antagonize Kieran. I'm here for it. Piss them off. Boys suck. These boys especially suck. So then later, once again, the clique and Raph, because Raph is not part of the clique, we're in the living room, talking about like sex and Kieran and his like the same shit they always talk about with Kieran and ooh, Rebecca, is Kieran good in bed, and Rebecca is Kieran, can he do this, and ooh, Kieran, ooh yeah, you fucked Rebecca, ooh yeah, oh my god, and you fucked Isabel, wow, you fucked so many people now. That's all they're talking about. And Raph's like over it. He gets up and he walks away, and they're like, oh, when he gets into the other room, they're like, oh, I can't stand him, he's such a fucking prick, ugh, so boring. He's like the least interesting person in here. Ugh. Like, I'm like, oh my god, y'all are fucking assholes. Why? Because he don't want to hear y'all talk about how Rebecca fucked Kieran again for the 300th fucking time. And yeah, guess what? Gay people don't want to fucking hear about straight people having sex all the fucking time. We have to though. It's always in our fucking face. Raph goes he talks to Deborah and Hannah or Chanel or whoever's in the kitchen, and he's like, all they fucking talk about is having fucking sex with each other. I'm over it. It's so boring. These heteros get on my nerves. I'm like, yeah, preach. You won't hear me coming to Raph's side that often, but this time I was like, yeah, I mean, I would get sick of that shit too. The shit's, no one wants to hear that all day. Like, do you want to hear about gay sex all day? Straight people? No. Why do you think we want to hear about you and Kieran's and Rebecca's sexcapades all the fucking time? We don't. So then, this was sad. We get to the diary room, and Isabel, the new girl, the tan girl, and she's in there crying because Big Brother is just like exploiting this whole fucking storyline with him and her, and how they have hooked up before, and how, you know, now she has to like serve him hand and foot while he's going on the date with this other girl. And she's like, I didn't want to come in here to be this. And I was like, bitch, I feel you. That's fucked up. I don't know why I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this. Big Brother is not a dating show for Kieran and Lowton to see how many bitches they can pull. Why didn't they bring in someone for Raph? Why didn't they bring in someone for Hannah? Or why didn't they bring in someone for, who else is single? I don't know, but this is not the Kieran and Lowton dating fucking show. Like, they're using Isabel. They're completely using her. She's like not even a real housemate. Everyone fucking loves Savannah because she's Irish and she has like, platinum blonde hair, and it's like, she ain't, look, I'm not trying to be shady, she's not that fucking bad, you know what I mean? She's not that fucking, it's not like fucking Kylie Jenner or someone walked in the fucking house. She's blonde, she's pretty, and she has a nice accent, and I mean, whatever, let me stop hating. So the Deal of Dilemma game continues, and this time it's Lowton terms. Yay! We haven't seen enough Lowton and Kieran in the past couple of days, so just more of them. Just more of them. So now it's Lowton's turn to do something, and he has the option to either read mean tweets about himself or read mean tweets about Ellie. I don't know why it was Ellie. That's so random. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do that to her. I'm gonna take it for myself. But I'm thinking this whole time, I'm like, okay, he's trying to make it seem like he actually gives a fuck about Ellie, which he doesn't. So that's why he's taking on the challenge. And two, he's vain as fuck, so he just wants to hear about tweets about himself. It has nothing to do with Ellie. He wasn't trying to protect Ellie. He just wanted to hear tweets about him fucking self. He wasn't trying to, come on now. He don't give a shit about Ellie. He does not give a shit about Ellie. So they're saying the tweets to him. They only say like 3 tweets, and they're whack tweets. I was like, can I send a mean tweet about Lowton? And Ryan from the last Civilian Big Brother sent in a tweet. I forgot what he said, but it was basically he doesn't like Lowton. And Lowton's sitting there acting like they're not bothering him. But after every tweet, he makes like he has to like try to come back with something, and it's whack each time he does it. So it's getting to him. I wish they would have read more. They only did 3. Like, y'all should have done at least 10. At least 10. The last bit of the task for the Deal of Dilemma game is that the housemates have to put themselves in order from most selfish to least selfish. There wasn't like a right or wrong answer. I thought there was going to be like a right or wrong answer, but there wasn't. It was just that the first 8 people who described themselves as most selfish, I think, we're going to get an invitation to a party or something. The first 5 people that walked in, because there's 13 of them, I think. 8 plus 5 is 13. The first 5 people that walked in all said that they did not want to take the invitation. So I think what happened was Big Brother was like, okay, well, the remaining 8 people, y'all have to go to the party. Because they weren't taking the bait, basically. So Big Brother was like, okay, the first 5 people did not take invitations. So the next 8 people, I mean, y'all basically have to go to this fucking party because no one else. You know what I mean? It just worked out that way. And they couldn't have nobody not going to the party, so they had to separate them. The people who go to the party are, I don't know, but the people who did not go to the party are Isabel, Savannah, Kieran, Ellie, and Raph. Everyone else went to the party. But the people who did not go to the party are watching in another room the footage of like what's going on at this party, and it's not even a party. So the 8 housemates who are at the party, they argue about something, I forgot. A little bit later, Lowton calls Hannah a bitch. And he says it like capital B. And he was like, I meant that with the full, I meant that word. Like, he was like, I forgot what he said. He's like, oh, I can't stand that bitch, Hannah. And I meant that word. I meant bitch or whatever. Like, he really meant it. I was like, Lowton, you just made your grave, dude. Whenever a grown-ass straight man calls another woman a bitch, it doesn't look good on camera. It does not look good, even if she's in the wrong, which I don't think she is. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You've lost your like your Prince Charming bullshit facade that you had going on for so long. It's gone now. You will be voted out. So Deborah and Hannah are in the kitchen talking about Lowton. They're like, yeah, he's a bastard. And even Deborah wanted to call Lowton a bitch, but she was like, B-I-T-C-H. She couldn't even say bitch. But meanwhile, Lowton's sitting there slagging them off, calling them bitches and shit with no problem. But, you know, since they're watching, the 5 housemates that were banished, they're watching the camera feed. And Kieran, he sees that Hannah and Deborah call Lowton a bastard and all this stuff. Kieran's like, I'm going to tell Lowton. I'm going to tell Lowton about this. I was like, you little fucking bitch. Hannah and Deborah start talking about Ellie, and they're like, oh, that's another one I can't stand. She don't cook. She don't clean. She got her panties all over the fucking house. I was like, oh, shit. I didn't know that. So apparently, Ellie's like, oh, she looks so sad. It's like, oh, poor Ellie. So Deborah and Hannah are talking shit about Ellie, and they don't know that they're being listened to. They have a chocolate food fountain fight because there's a chocolate fountain in the kitchen from the party, and that's it. So then the eviction happens. It's a vote to save. Once again, they did another fucking vote to save. I don't know why they keep doing a vote to save. Why do they keep doing vote to save? And Rebecca gets the least saves, and Rebecca goes. That's who I wanted to go. I know. I really thought Joe was gonna go because people on bots hate the living shit out of Joe. I don't know why. Well, I kind of. Here's the thing about Joe. Joe is honest, right? Joe is very fucking honest. If you ask him the opinion about something, he will tell you. And you might not like the answer, but hey, at least he was fucking honest. And people cannot handle honesty. People cannot handle the truth. Okay, Tom Cruise said it best in that fucking movie. You want the truth, you can't handle the truth. And people cannot handle the truth. And Joe's really honest, and he's honest about who he is, and you know, he don't beat around the bush, and people don't like that. So people don't like Joe for that. But I don't mind that. But my issue with Joe is him constantly rooting for Kieran and Lowton and Tom. I don't like how he's their cheerleader when they do shit wrong. I don't like that at all. I don't like that about Joe, but I like his honesty, though. I do like his honesty. So yeah, I thought Joe was going to go. He did not go. The right person went. Rebecca went. She needed to go. Didn't like her from the start. I never liked her. But I will say this one thing nice about Rebecca. Rebecca always looked put together. She never looked like a hot mess walking around. She always looked put together. Even when she was dressing down, she still looked like a sexy librarian kind of thing. Even when she was like, you know, in her like night clothes or whatever. She never looked a mess. You know what I mean? She always looked put together. I will say that about Rebecca. But she needed to go. So she's gone. Now let's talk about some other things.
It's been cute, real fun and games. Now let's talk about some other things.
The fear. What is the fear? The fear. When Ellie, the next day after Ellie, when she was having her hangover, she kept saying she had the fear, and she went to the diary room, and Big Brother was like, do you have the fear? What is the fear? Can someone tell me what the fear is? What's the fear? I don't know what the fear is. Lowton is a father, right? He hasn't said it on the show, I don't think. Maybe he might have said it in his VT, but for some reason I know that Lowton is a father. I don't know how I know this, but Lowton is a father. He didn't say anything, mention anything on Father's Day. Nothing. Like, nothing. I don't know why he's not playing up the father thing more. I don't know. When they are doing the nominations in the diary room from now on, can you please show the house the diary room of the nominations? I want them to see each other's nominations. They need to see it. They need to see Raf's thing. They need to see Raf's diary room nomination things. And basically, I just want them all to see Raf's thing, because I think that they will have a different opinion about Raf if they see his diary room rants and his nomination stuff. Lowton's haircut looks like shit. It looks really fucking bad. That's why he keeps wearing a hat over it. It looks terrible. Kieran has officially fucked 2 of the girls in the house. Did he fuck Marnie too? That would make 3. I don't think they did though, but. And the next thing is there is no theme. What's going on? There's no theme. What happened to the exile bullshit thing? Where's the theme? Where's the theme? Where's the twist? Where's the gimmick? Where's the, you know what I mean? I mean, I think that was all I wanted to cover in this week. Rebecca left. Good. The next person I want to go is Tom. Or Lowton. Lowton. I want Lowton to go next. And then Tom. Or maybe a double. They can go in a double. Thank you for watching this long-ass review video. I don't know how long it's going to be by the time I edit it down, but it'll still be quite long. Thank you for watching, and make sure you watch the next time I post a video, which is going to be like Monday, I think. Yeah, bye.
Let me see that phone.